What's going on, Trigger Fam? How y'all doing? I hope y'all is having a great one. Cause you already know, we back with another banger. Y'all already know. Hey, listen, okay, for real though, check me out. Today, episode 2, second episode. Just something slight. It's kind of like, at first I was like, YouTube, how am I gonna do this, right? And then I dropped my first episode. Y'all like that? Y'all was messing with the trailer. And I hope y'all messing with the new intro. Hey, let me know what y'all think it is. If y'all want to hear the whole beat, I don't know what y'all want. I gotta figure out a name for the beat. But the intro to this, it took me a little bit to make. So I never asked that during the first episode of what y'all think of the intro and the outro. Hey, comment down below what y'all think of that. Also, when y'all go down there, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button. And hey, share this to your friends. Let them come and join because hey, I got some seats here ready, nice and warm. Well, they might be a little bit cold. Actually, no, they're definitely warm because they're sofas. Cold sofas. These aren't leather. But anyway, that's not the point here. That's not the point. Listen, okay? Check me out. Alright, today's episode, I like to play a lot of games, and I'm not just talking about video games. If you know what I'm talking about. No, as a kid, I love to play games. I love to play even board games like chess and stuff. I like to play games where I actually went outside for you kids who don't know how to put down your tablets. Go touch grass. But before you go touch grass, watch the rest of this video. When I was a kid, like I just said, I love chess. In 5th grade, I started my own chess club. Comment down below what your favorite board game is. There was one thing that I always did. Like I just said, I always went outside and did something. I was never really inside, but if I was inside, I was on the video game, playing PlayStation 2. I was a PlayStation kid growing up. So whenever I went outside, there was all types of games that I used to play as a kid. Besides the fact that going outside to play basketball, maybe a little bit of a two-hand touch. Let me explain to you something. Two-hand touch, I'm lying. There was no such thing as two-hand touch. For all my tomboys out there, all my guys out there, and any girls that went out there and played, two-hand touch, quote-unquote, we would all be out there low-key playing throw 'em up, bust 'em up, because you throw the ball to somebody, you guys just end up running into each other. You're like, oh, he threw the ball, get him! You guys running after him, you guys pretty much end up smacking to each other, because if the kid trying to juke, and that's just a kid that's really good, because not in the 5th grade, what grade was I in? 3rd? I played a little bit of football for the first time, because up until 10-ish, my best friend, he was always on the football team. And he always told me I should come out and play. And I was like, I'll come out. And I always told him that. I just never did. Right? And then I decided to do football in high school, huh? And whenever I was out there and I was, playing in the playground, literally at school during recess, I was low-key balling. Like, let me tell you something. I was Mr. Ankles. Ankles. But, like, come here. But I remember I mossed somebody for the first time, and let me tell you, I was so excited when I came like head top and all, like, but I wasn't even that tall. I'm gonna keep it a buck, I'm only 5'10" now, and back then I was probably about 4'10", 4'11", I don't know, like. I don't know how short I was back then. I think I was about 4'10", 4'9". I was legit. I don't know what you want me to say. Nah, for real though. Even besides, playing those games like that and low-key playing throw 'em up, bust 'em up, even when I got in high school, that's all we ever played whenever we decided just to go to the field and throw the ball around. Man, I used to play a lot of cards. And it might be because I grew up around a lot of older folk in my family, especially my uncles. They used to always play cards, and one uncle, Uncle Alfred, he always showed me magic tricks, and I thought guy was just the most amazing guy ever. But let me tell you something. When he would do these card tricks, amazing. But he would teach me how to play cards, and me and my other cousins would go and try to play the games, and I would be whooping ass. Like, y'all ever played? I remember playing Tunk before I knew what Tunk was. I remember playing spades before I knew what spades was. But, like, I forgot what we called it. we called it some weird name because it wasn't actually the name of the game that we called it. But me, my cousin Naya, my cousin Cobes, and my other little cousins, they would come on and play the card game with us. And I would, sometimes I'd get my ass whipped. I was never really the best at first, but, now I can say I'm goated at every card game imaginable. Spoons, oh my God, I whoop ass in Spoons. I like crashing out in Spoons. Nobody could stand a chance if I played Spoons against anybody. And Blackjack, I'm like the luckiest guy ever, like 21. But, man, as a kid, sometimes playing all those games was, like, tiring, man. Because it would be like you're at war. Especially at, like, those board games, like, playing Sorry. Bro, you was not sorry. Nobody was sorry. Why? Like, if anybody actually said something, like, I would be so teed. Because my friends, like, if we would ever play, it'd be obviously, Sorry, it's a 4 players max. It would be that one person. Would be like, you can go to any spot, get that one card. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You could boot somebody like back into their starting position. But every time anybody would do that, I would be in fight mode instantly. I would be It's like playing Monopoly and landing on somebody's hotel fully maxed. That jump will get you mad. Like, there's no reason why. But besides those rage-inducing games as a child, because because obviously I don't have anger issues from my trauma as a child. Freeze tag and tag, like tag games, man, I turned into a part. And was I the only one who turned into like a part court like king / like maniac, like off the wall, underneath stuff, juking and jiving? Man, nobody could touch me. Like, can't touch it. Can't touch it. Can't touch it. Like, I felt so different when I was playing tag. Like, I felt untouchable. See, I think I could sign up for that ultimate tag. The ultimate tag. Somebody sign me up. Someone send me the link to that. I'll sign up for it. I promise I ball out. Ball absolutely out crazy. But listen, kind of some things going on right now. Oh, my computer shut off. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so kind of some things that are kind of crazy right now. Check me out. You guys know we're moving into close to Christmas. So, and I guess it's not really that crazy. Y'all see the hair dye, right? This right here, and this right here, and everyone like this one right here. Not the red, the other color. That is gonna change soon. Next episode, maybe the episode after that, some other things were like, there was one thing I never did as a kid, was climbing trees, and now I'm always willing to climb a tree. Like, outside my house, I have this big ass tree, and in the back of my house, I have this even bigger tree, right? And obviously, I'm not gonna climb the one in the back for obvious reasons, but the one in the front is like big enough and sharp enough to where I don't think I could, because I'm pretty sure it's oak, so I don't think I could build a tree house on it. But it grows it grows huge, and whenever we just let it grow out, so it's like I've always wanted to climb in it as a kid, and whenever I tried to, my parents be like, "Get out of the tree, you're gonna hurt yourself." And I mean, granted, for anybody that knows me, I'm a very clumsy person. So would I probably have maybe fallen, broken my neck, broken some bones once or twice if I actually tried to climb on the tree as a kid? Probably. But did I want to do it anyway because my curiosity wanted to, try to get as high as possible? Yeah. If someone let me. Like, recently, I know in some other countries it's a tradition to jump over the bonfire, right? And my niece and her boyfriend, I went to Atlanta, right? And that vlog is going to drop next week. I went to Atlanta and we started a bonfire at my brother's house. And the bonfire started to get huge. But it wasn't as big as the last one, apparently, quote unquote. They said last time the bonfires were super huge and they thought they was going to burn down the trees. And it sounded like they were just being over dramatic. Sounds like a bunch of big babies. To me, what I was focused on was a fire. And like I said, in some other countries, It's tradition to jump over the fire, and in his country, apparently, it's tradition to jump over the fire. That is one of his country is one of those countries that's tradition to jump over the fire. So you know what I said? I'm gonna follow your tradition. I wanted to follow the tradition. Let me stand corrected because I was impeded. Cause my niece was like, don't do it, and I'm like, why? He's like, no, don't do it. She's like, how are we supposed to explain to Grandpa that you caught on fire? And it was like, how am I gonna catch on fire? Do you know how athletically gifted I am? And let me tell you something, bro. My niece's boyfriend, he cleared over the fire, like clean. He literally almost busted his ass because there were we surrounded it with blocks, and he started moving the blocks out of the way because I thought about jumping over it, but then I didn't know how to jump over it without getting too close to the fire. And y'all might be like, listen, obviously these are signs that you shouldn't have done it. But I wanted to do it that badly. See, as a kid, I loved bonfires, making s'mores, sitting by the fires, chatting, feeling the warm fire. Even though I live in Florida and all I know is humidity and hot fire and hot air. Like, literally, it's hot as dog out here. Like, especially where I'm at, I'm in Palm Beach. It's hot as ass. Like, but when I went to go jump over it, I hesitated, and I was like, man, whatever. But I'll get more into that in the vlog. Listen, and y'all will see the video too. But also as a kid, I loved not collecting things, but I might be a little bit of a hoarder. There's a tiny bit, not at 50-50 because there's stuff I realize I don't want it no more. Toss it, right? And then there's other stuff. It's like, why do I still have this, right? Because there's some stuff up there that I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the camera. It's like in my closet, right? On the top shelf of my closet is a bunch of stuff, and yes, that makes sense. Right? It's a bunch of stuff. I have a helmet up there. I have empty piggy banks, like literal pigs. Hold up. Y'all will see this. Hold up. A literal pig. Listen. Anyway, like I was saying, as everything that I've collected in my day, I even have a chest. I had a chest of toys of all like the little action figures I had. Playing as a kid, playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards or Pokemon cards. How many of y'all out there played Yu-Gi-Oh? How many of y'all played like Pokemon cards and stuff? Like I know I wasn't the only one who did all that stuff. Especially like Bakugan and Beyblade. I was so mad as a kid I didn't have no Beyblades, bro. I had no Beyblades. And I had no arena, man. You know how much I wanted one of those, showing up to school and seeing those kids show up to class with those Beyblades, and they'd be like, they fight each other, and there would always be that one kid that would have like the full set and like the whole little arena. Man, those were the days, man. Those are the days. Like, for real. But I mean, shit, now, even when I got into high school, I remember was that my senior year or was that my junior year? Me and my homeboy, we would always sit in class, and his one friend had a Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, whole board with different decks. So we would always go and we would always play it during lunch and even in class. One time we got in trouble for it, and if y'all want to hear about that story, that story was hilarious because the teacher called him fat in his face. Like, in his face. That was so, man, that was crazy. Anyway, I think that's about it. Let's, clean up for this episode. Y'all already know, though, it's your host, DZ. Thank you, Sugar Fam, for joining in for another one. If you're new, hey, stay. You guys will come around to a new episode next week. And actually, 2 episodes next week. And some more episodes for the rest of December. Hey, we got some bangers coming through. And also, as y'all know, I'm a coach. And I'm going to start vlogging some wrestling meets, some of the wrestling tournaments. I'm going to start taking pictures of the team and stuff. And because I'm an assistant coach for my old high school. So, if y'all going to be into that, hey, we're going to turn up. The whole city. My kids, they ain't my kids for real, but those are my kids. My kids, y'all the fam, we all gonna turn up. Everybody. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. Yee.